Over the last couple of months, anime AI has become a sort of guilty pleasure of mine. Now, I know when some of you hear AI, you immediately think of these Sukuna-level disasters destroying every ounce of originality in the creator space. And while to a certain extent that is true, there is some really great content out there that's just wacky, fun, and even insightful, and these mad lads deserve nothing but respect. Even outside of anime, there's this creator named Glorp who makes these crazy SpongeBob drill raps, and it hits Insano style. So rather than carry on the negativity, I want to showcase some genuinely good content and some of my favorite AI creators who cemented themselves in the anime space. I'll leave the links to their channels in the description, but other than that, let's get into the video.
What would happen if these Dragon Ball characters did a Twitch stream?
Not gonna lie, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Goku's just gonna want to fight everyone, and Vegeta's just gonna be in the background taking second place the entire time and trying to clap Bulma's cheeks.
Hey, is anyone watching Strong? I want someone to fight!
For the last time, I'm stronger than Kakarot, so stop saying nobody can beat the one you call Goku.
Yeah, my guy Vegeta is just seriously coping here. He just can't live in any verse knowing that he's constantly taking second place to Goku. He needs the W's.
You guys stop asking if I have a OnlyFans.
Yeah, that sounds about right, and let's keep it a buck. If Bulma got an OnlyFans, I already know that half of you guys are signing up, and me too. I mean, after that BBL, it just, hit different.
I bet Goku is off training somewhere, putting aside all of his responsibilities.
If Goku...
Yeah, you gotta pour one out for Chi-Chi, cause she's just raising the entire family on her own, while Goku just gets stronger and stronger, and so pretty much you got this whole family dynamic where his sons and, his children have this fatherless activities that they behave in, and Goku doesn't even realize that because, well, it's Goku. He's an idiot.
Who let me join the team for the Tournament of Power, I could have won that whole thing by myself.
Let's be honest, Yamcha's coping harder than us Gojo fans hoping that Gojo will return. He won't. I'm sorry, guys.
Quit asking me to bring Android 18 onto the stream, you perverts!
Wow,
Not gonna lie, if Android 18 was on the screen, his stream would be a lot more entertaining.
streaming is way easier than taking care of Gohan's daughter.
Quit calling me a nerd. And yes, I know how to dodge.
First of all, I love that Piccolo just sounds like Zoro. Chris Sabat is just an absolute legend in the voice acting community.
Quit asking me if I use my third eye to read chat, guys.
To be honest, that's a pretty fair question.
A game where you can kill monkeys! This is my favorite!
I have defeated...
Let's keep it a buck. Frieza would be the most unhinged Twitch streamer. He'd probably get kicked off the platform and have to join Kick.
I've defeated everyone, and I have proven that I am superior to everyone in every single way.
Why does everyone keep asking about me and Chilai? I don't understand.
If you don't DoorDash me pizza right now, I will destroy your planet. Good choice.
Not gonna lie, that's the most accurate depiction of Twitch streamer Beerus I've ever seen because, bro's this god of destruction, but he also gotta eat.
Hey, you piece of What did you do to Nami Swan?
It is I, Dio, the king of Riz. Nami has been overcame by my massive zestiness. You have no chance to defeat me, ha ha ha.
I'm not gonna lie, I buy it. He's Dio. He's the king of Zest and the real protagonist of JoJo's. And, whatever Dio does, and you gotta respect it. Sorry, Sanji.
I'm just gonna have to kick your ass, you vampire freak.
We will see about that.
Hey, you look strong, let's fight each other!
You haven't rescued Nami yet? Damn your useless curly brow.
What the hell did you say to me, mosshead?
So you guys think you can defeat me?
First of all, of course Goku shows up and he's ready to shadow box everyone. Second of all, that conflict between Zoro and Sanji, that's just the base standard.
Fine then. I will show you all my power, the world. Wait, where did the guy with green hair go? He was just here.
First of all, I love how everybody's just ready to brawl and Nami's just still lying on the ground and nobody really seems to care. Second of all, I think it's really funny that Nami's still lying on the ground, eyes rolled back with glee, and everybody is squaring off and they just pretty much forgot about her.
Oh shit, time is up.
Damn it, he wasn't very strong.
I don't know who you are, but thanks,
That's the most real battle between Dio and Goku I've ever seen.
man.
Shit, he wasn't very strong either.
Yeah, Sanji was really happy for that second, not knowing that Goku only wants the hands. He doesn't care about anything else. Goku is just a savage.
Oh, hey guys, I finally found my way back. What the hell happened here?
Fight me, green guy.
Damn it, Goku. You just took out someone who was irreplaceable, and I was dying to try some of his cooking.
And he's gone.
Now you will be the one dying.
Wait,
To be honest, Beerus does have a point. He really should have let Sanji cook before he took him out. That's just a wasted opportunity.
Beerus, before you destroy me, I can find another cook.
Is that so, Saiyan? You better bring someone back.
I lied, bitch.
That was just vile. Goku really pulled out his reverse Uno just to stomp on Beerus. Like, that was cold-blooded.
Goku, you son of a bitch!
Hey, blonde guy, can you cook?
Yeah, sure thing. I'm the best cook in all of Britannia.
I'm just kidding.
Well, if I know anything about Meliodas, this is just gonna turn out awfully. And he's probably gonna get clapped.
Beerus, I found you a new cook.
He better be good, Goku, or I will destroy this planet.
Here you go, sir. This is our boar hat special. My girl Elizabeth really loves this.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is this? This planet is gone!
Please, Beerus, at least let me fight you first.
You can kiss the earth and everyone you love goodbye, you damn Saiyan.
Now, some might call that an overreaction, but honestly, I think his behavior was perfectly justified considering the situation.
What animal would these anime characters keep as a pet? Let's start with Deku. He's such a good boy that he would get a dog that is as loyal as he is. Of course, a dog would probably run away the moment
That's not a dog, that's a furry.
he realizes Deku could rock his world the moment he didn't roll over and play dead. Luffy, with all the
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I can see Deku doing that.
infinite wisdom of his stomach, would probably get the largest protein sea monster only to get Sanji to cook it whole, while Luffy would gauge on all its insides like he is a starving child.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. Chopper is pretty much the pet of the Straw Hats, even though he's a doctor, and Luffy still sees him as emergency food. I don't see why any other pet would be different.
Let's be honest, Luffy eats pets, not take care of them.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sorry, Chopper. Light Yagami is such a pretentious, arrogant, self-righteous prick that he would get a pet parrot so he can have something shouting every word he says back at him. There's nothing he loves more than self-admiration for himself. Tanjiro...
First of all, I don't think bro likes Light that much. I mean, he just got cooked better than Sukuna in his malevolent kitchen, and that's saying something. But yeah, having a parrot as a pet is kind of the perfect thing for Light, because the only thing that can surpass himself is himself, and he needs to be reminded of that.
would get a mouse on the off chance he could get something small to keep his sister company in a box. Oh, what a nice brother keeping his only sister trapped in a box for days at a time before the Demon Lord eats the mouse. Well, let's hope not. Piccolo would...
First of all, I think there's some implications of some pretty sus stuff happening with the mouse, and I don't want to go into it, but you got the idea. It's not that good. It's not that wholesome. We should leave it be.
probably have a falcon. Why, you say? Well, it's badass. Also, they grow from the same eggs that Piccolo came from. It would probably remind him of his father since he's a better one than Goku and Gohan. Speaking of Goku, he has a...
Wow, Goku and Gohan just catching strays because of Piccolo and his falcon buddy. And Piccolo also got kind of roasted, so it wasn't even a W for him.
a lot in common with Omni-Man and how he thinks of his family. So, I guess he's covered. On a lighter subject...
Wait a minute, so Omni-Man is Goku's pet? That makes sense.
Saitama would probably get an obese seal that couldn't move, so he could use it as a pillow, so he could get annihilated by King in video games. Naruto loves Boruto.
Wow, that's like the most lore-accurate depiction of Saitama and having a pet. And despite all the hate and negativity, at least bro has his priorities in check, taking those L to King, because, you know, he kinda needs to be put down a peg. And all those W's, soloing every verse. It's a tough job for Saitama.
The biggest cheater ever in the Chunin exams, and deserved to be embarrassed when Naruto caught him, so it would only make sense to get his family a cheetah. This is for 2 reminders that he's the fastest man in the village, and that Boruto is a sack of doo-doo, maleficent, infested, gregarious monster. Now for Eren Yeager, he'd get a rat.
And I thought I was critical of Boruto, but my guy just went in and absolutely annihilated and stretched his cheeks and everything in between. Like, that was one of the most vile things I've ever witnessed, and I've seen Boruto.
What was that face for? It's just a reminder of how the Marleyan people view the Eldians. Plus, he's probably spent so much time in mental hospitals and jails that rats are his only friends. Ichigo would...
And I thought Boruto got cooked, but it looks like Eren was also prime target number 1, and he didn't really deserve it. My guy is already suffering through enough, and he didn't need this one either.
get the Pokemon Scyther so he could practice his powerful sword skills on it. Too bad he wouldn't know his strength and slice it in 2. At least he's got the cheeks of Orihime. Sorry, Spider-Man, maybe next time.
Well, at least Ichigo got that happy ending, and yes, pun intended. So I wish we saw more Spider-Man. Any more Spider-Man content is warranted, even though this is anime. Spider-Man, just solos. He's awesome.
What if these anime heroes were to go to jail for their crimes? Let's take Goku as an example. This guy who neglects his child leaves him with a literal green devil. I mean, he actually calls himself the Demon King. Anyway, this kid is thrown into fighting grown men on Namek, and then he watches his son get a beatdown from Cell without even intervening. And
I mean, as a saint, he's a good father. As a normal person, not really.
let's not forget the fact that this man has a body count. Sure, someone might argue it's self-defense, but when you're racking up bodies left and right, you start looking more like a lucky serial killer. The point is, this guy belongs behind bars, but let's be real, he'd still be a troublemaker, picking fights in jail. Now Sasuke's—
I mean, yeah, they're pretty much right, but I'd argue that Goku's gonna be even more of a lethal threat in jail than out in the open world.
Now Sasuke's emo self—
But he redeemed himself and refused to have his arm healed as retribution for his sins.
Fair point. But if this guy wasn't the Osama bin Laden of the ninja world, I don't know who is. He's straight up a—
That's actually a pretty accurate depiction of Sasuke's villain arc, and let's keep it a buck, my guy just didn't care at all. He was going crazy. He was going buck wild.
assassinated a whole leader of a country and then has the audacity to talk about redemption. That's like me sniping Biden and expecting everything to be cool because I fought in World War III. Not to mention the—
See, that's like my biggest complaint with Sasuke, because it seemed like everybody forgave him so easily, even though he was like prime enemy #1, and the only reason that people kind of went with it was because of Naruto, you know, batting for him, but Sasuke was a demon.
Not to mention the desertion of his country and his little hobby of attempting world domination with giant chakra pets. If it weren't for Naruto, we'd be dealing with an emo dictator. But let's be clear, Sasuke better watch out in prison, especially when it comes to dropping the soap. Now, for Luffy,
That's pretty true. Sasuke did pretty much commit mass treason, and honestly, even if he drops the soap, he's gonna enjoy it. Story of Naruto, literally just two lovers going at it.
Let's face it, he's a full-fledged pirate. I'm not talking about bootleg DVDs, I mean kidnapping, stealing, and murder. Sure, some might argue he targets corrupt governments, but committing crimes against any government lands you in jail. Plus, the entire crew has bounties on their heads. And this guy thinks he's in the wild—
But you see, Luffy never actually considered himself a hero. He knows he's a pirate, he knows he's selfish, and he knows that there's gonna be a cost to him going out to sea and doing things that go against the state of the world. Even if he is liberating countries, still technically breaking the law.
West, and I bet prison can't even contain the Straw Hats. Zoro alone would probably wander off, and Luffy would start a prison riot on day one. Yummy Yuki—
Zoro got into jail, he just got lost, end up on the other side of the planet. He's good.
snatching souls and sending them to the Shadow Realm over card games. Imagine what he'd do for more significant matters. Keep him away from the general population, put him in solitary confinement, and definitely keep him away from cards.
Yeah, let's keep it a buck. I mean, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was pretty much sold as like this kid-friendly game, but they were killing people. They knew their lives were on the line. Those weren't finger guns pointed at Kaiba, those were real Glocks.
You know what, never mind. Keep that man out of prison. It's like sending a rabbit to a carrot field for punishment. The only thing suffering would be the carrots. Yujiro would have a new every day. Keep that man out of jail.
Guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope this kind of changed your perspective of the direction of AI, because I know there's a lot of fear about it, but I think with guys like this in the community, there's a lot to hope for, and there's a lot of talent that needs to be explored and needs to be showcased. Be sure to like and subscribe, check out each of these creators, and I'll catch you in the next video.